could even go on and check how many times Hitler's Harlots was downloaded if it's still up there. You know, maybe 15, 20 times. I'm on Cinemageddon right now, Pete. It's been downloaded 124 times.
This is directed at these dweebs that think it's cool to download this shit.
Hey everybody, Mr. Cinema Junkie here. Just had a couple things on my mind. I've been looking through people's videos and checking some pretty cool collections. When I first got into when I first came onto YouTube in the movie collecting community, before then I did a lot of ripping and burning of DVDs. And as I started to see people's collections, I started deciding, you know, to not do that anymore and get legitimate collections, get legitimate copies of DVDs. For some reason, I had it in my head that was things like copies and bootlegs were not really something anybody dealt with. But as I'm seeing more and more, I see quite a few people that have DVD-Rs in their collection, and usually, I don't know, I would say rightfully so, because a lot of these titles are hard to get. A lot of these titles are almost impossible to get. You're lucky to find a print of it anywhere. So if you have to resort to a DVD-R, it makes sense. I know there's a site some people like to use called ioffer.com, and I was checking them out, and they do offer quite a few DVD-Rs of things that I guess are available, but they are really expensive if you buy them legitimately. And it almost kind of forces you to, if you really want a copy of it, you either buy it from them or you find a file online, download it, and burn it to a disc yourself. Or you shell out 70, 80 bucks and buy the movie. Sometimes that's not always an option for everybody. So I was just kind of wondering what you all thought of the whole download deal. BitTorrents, specifically sites like Cinemageddon or Pirate Bay. I know a lot of them have a lot of the mainstream movies, stuff that you can go down to Walmart right now and pick up, you know, the newest DVD, or you can get the latest cam version of movies that are in theaters. And I got popped doing that once, okay? I'm ashamed to admit it, but yeah, I did. I got burned doing that. Got the notice on my computer. My internet service provider blocked my service. We had to pay like almost $300 to get our service reinstated because I got caught downloading a file that I wasn't supposed to file. I mean, I wasn't supposed to download, wasn't supposed to file. Serves me right, you know, it was wrong. I shouldn't have done it. But I think that's like, I think they kind of set out files of more popular titles or more current movies to try and get people. They'll track it and find out where it's going to and where it's coming from and stuff. Older stuff, you know, 1980s slasher movies, lesser known gore movies, that kind of stuff pretty much flies in and out of the internet randomly and goes unnoticed, I think. But what do you guys think about enhancing your collections with DVD-Rs or making copies of videos for other people? Because I know it happens. I know people do that, and I don't particularly care one way or the other. I guess, you know, it's just one of those things that happens in the collecting community. People will make a copy of a movie for somebody, and they're not trying to get anything off of it. They're not trying to get rich off of it. But, you know, the copyright laws do state that even if there's no monetary gain, it's still a highly punishable offense. The thing is that I had, like, at one point I had Netflix and Blockbuster running at the same time online. I would get the movies in the mail, and I'd get like 8 at a time from each of them. So I was getting an average of like, what, 32 movies a week, and not one of them went through my hands without being ripped and burned onto DVD. So I had quite a little collection going of burned DVDs, and I've since gotten rid of all of them. But I don't know. It's just, you know, as a collector, as you know, as people who collect DVDs, there's just a big difference between having a movie on disc or having a bunch of files on disc and having the actual DVD or Blu-ray, holding the box, having the box art, things like that. You know, watching a movie is one thing, but collecting it is a whole different level. So if you can, or if I can afford it, I definitely want to get the actual DVD or the actual movie. I know the whole bootlegging thing's been around for a long time, ever since AV cables were invented. VCR to VCR, you know. People started experimenting with Laserdisc to VCR copies, bootlegs. It's been around for a long, long time, man. But I guess I just want to know what everybody thinks about that, your opinions on it. Don't incriminate yourselves. Don't tell me about what you've done or any of that stuff, but just what are your personal feelings, your views on movies on DVD, buying movies that are available but just way too expensive to just shell out $150 for it, because there are some movies that get that high, as opposed to maybe shelling out $5 or $10 for a quality copy with the box art and everything. I know the moral dilemma is that you're taking money out of the hands of people who make movies, and it's true. I mean, it's true, but it still happens. So I'm just curious. I don't want to know who's done it. I don't want to know who has these movies in their collections, but I just want to know what people's opinions are on it. If you didn't recognize in the beginning, that was 42nd Street Pete talking about Hitler's Harlots. He had kind of a run-in with Cinemageddon because they were offering it for download, and he was talking about that. I'll play some more of that at the end of the video, coming up real soon. So yeah, just comment below. Video comments are always appreciated, and just like a little late night discussion, I guess, because I'm just really bored. So that's it. That's it, guys. Just wondering about that, what you guys thought of that. If you think it's good idea, bad idea, DVD-Rs, downloading, you know, things like that. I even saw somebody had gone to a convention recently, and they were selling DVD-Rs there. And I'm like, wow, is that even legal? Can you do that? But I guess you can, or if it's not legal, they're still doing it. And if it was a really decent movie, I probably would have bought one, you know. But it sounds like they were charging quite a bit for copies of movies, so there must have been some really rare stuff, or very expensive stuff if you bought it legitimately. So yeah, just comment below, guys. Really appreciate it. And that's it for now. Thanks.
Down the pike. And for you, because you're a no good fucking crook and just enabling people to fucking rob us. And for the people who are robbing us, you ain't much better and you know you're fucking wrong.